Melanie Gaubil there. She's got an air of confidence about her, this young French archer. Rubbing her hands together to keep them warm. And Gulnaz Coskun, well, she's looking pretty relaxed and happy about this.
Well, wouldn't you?
Absolutely. Well, we've been talking about the rain here. It's probably the biggest factor in affecting the archers. It's just eased off a little bit. In fact, I'd almost say that it's just about stopped raining now. I can tell you, just behind the shooting line, just behind target number 2, is a gaggle of the Turkish contingent here to cheer on this lady. You can just see them in the corner there with the brightly coloured umbrellas. So Coskun on your left, but Gaubil will shoot first. Adjusting the sight already.
If you're confident that your shot was good enough, you can always adjust your sight. So before in the team, I said it's important to be honest to your teammates about whether it was a good shot or not, to adjust to it. It's the same in individual, actually, because you need to be honest to yourself. And if you don't fire a good shot, you don't adjust your sight to where it goes, because you can honestly not really depend on that.
Big opportunity for Gulnaz Coskun. And that's a lovely bit of shooting to start things off here.
Yeah, it's a really good group.
Chef Vandenberg there talking about grouping. What archers are looking to do is try to hit the same spot time and time again and make that spot as close to the centre of the target as you possibly can. If you can keep your group tight, then you just need to adjust your aim. But if you have a group of arrows that are a long distance apart, one left, one right, one up, one down, or something like that, then it's much harder to hone in on the centre.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So you can see that her arrows are all a bit left low, and she was adjusting her sight to that. If she can keep this grouping, she would hit all 10s, but I don't suppose that she will.
Yeah, easier said than done.
Yeah, exactly. So it is comforting to be able to shoot those groups, but it's really difficult to get that group in the middle every time.
Interesting thing here for these archers is that effectively they've come off the back of a defeat, having lost in their semi-final. They'll have to pick themselves up, dust themselves off and start again, because a bronze medal is up for grabs here.
Well, the Turkish girl did win her match, so she's still in the high from winning that match.
Melanie Gaubil.
Yeah, of course, they've both of them been about here already in the team events, but what I was referring to as the loss of the semi-finals is in this particular event. But it's the same for both of them.
Melanie is not shooting bad, but she might want to shoot more 10s. It's easier said than done, of course. Long hole, wobbly.
Drifting up into the 8 as well.
So this gives Melanie a bit of perspective. She shoots a good arrow here, she can grab her first point.
Just dropping down again. So an opportunity for Coskun to build on her lead. Just a little wobble in that back arm. That didn't affect her at all. And 2 sets in a row and 4 points to 0 for the Turkish athlete. If she wins the next set, this is all over.
It could be over 9 arrows, has a full team behind her.
Yeah, the cheerleading squad led by yes, in Boston. Compound Archery's world #1 female. So the trailing archer will shoot first as always, and that's Melanie Gaubil. And she needs a good start here. She needs to score big to put the pressure on her opponent. And just as we start this set, the rain starts to fall again.
So again, a good 9. She hasn't hit a 10 yet.
Arttır baskıyı. Güzel, aferin, harika. Çok yakın 9.
She's getting closer though. Keeping the pressure on Gulnaz Coskun.
Arttır baskıyı,
That's all
gelsin geri.
Gaubil can do.
Evet.
She's not one to be rattled. Again, dancing around the 10 ring, but not hitting it. A 27 is a good score, though, in these conditions.
Arttır baskıyı, gelsin geri.
A 10 was required to get the 2 set points. She only scores a 9. They match each other on score, so they share the set points. So not quite over the line.
Not yet, but Melanie can now, she has at least 3 more chances to hit some 10s, and 5 to 1, it's not something that's impossible. I mean, just 2 more ends of, or 2 more sets that she can win, and it's a shoot-off, and you're virtually back on 0, so you just need to shoot 1 more arrow.
Well, and if you like it, it's better than being back to 0. If you win the last 2 sets, the momentum's with you.
Yeah.
And you'll go into that tiebreak full of confidence. But the first job is not to make any mistakes and outscore that lady there, Gulnaz Coskun. She's got a lot of support, despite the damp conditions here in Legnica. The whole Turkish squad appeared to be out to support Coskun, and she's in a commanding position. A look of real determination on the face of Melanie Gaubil. Can she execute? Well, that one's drifting out to the right.
Sene altı. Arttır baskıyı, gelsin geri. İşte böyle. Biraz sağa al.
Allez, 9 à
Another
droite,
9.
milieu de 9, un petit peu haut. C'est bien.
Sene altı. Arttır baskıyı. Gelsin geri. Tamam, sorun yok. Daha temiz atacaklar.
That one's dropped down into the 8, so they're all level here. But that's better news for Coskun, because a draw on points is enough to get another set point. And as you can see, a 9 will put them level on points in the set, but take Coskun to 6 set points.
It's a bit wobbly, but it's not the first wobbly arrow.
Well, she's dropped that one into the 7, and a first error there under pressure. Coskun, well, gives Melanie Gaubil a lease of life here.
Yeah, I think Coskun has shot some more of those arrows, but they hit the middle, and now eventually it started to actually have an effect on where it hit.
Well, her lowest score, 24 out of a possible 30. Here we're looking at Gaubil's arrows in the target.
I suspect it's really time for Melanie to shoot some 10s now, though. And I'm guessing that she's doing everything in her power to do that.
Donc il y a des flèches à tirer.
Well, she's given herself a chance here. She's won one of the two remaining sets, Melanie Gaubil. She still trails by 5 set points to 3, but still has that determined look on her face, and she will shoot first again. She's got to win this set to stay in the bronze medal match.
Allez, confiante, tu prolonges. C'est un 8 points de lèvre, en haut à gauche.
Çene altı.
Osiem.
Arttır baskıyı.
Well, slightly steadier on her hold there. One drifting out to the left, and you can see her adjusting her sight immediately.
Ouais, super. C'est 9.
It must be frustrating to Melanie because she's firing good shots, but it's just not precise enough to get some good groups in.
Arttır baskıyı.
Well, it's still left, it seems like Coskun.
She's on her way to shoot off.
Still not scored a 10 throughout the match though. Lots of 9s. What has gone on with Gulnaz Coskun at 24 in the last set, at 22 in this set?
Might have something to do with the rain picking up because it's really, really raining now.
Well, she was 4-0 up, then 5-1 up, but Melanie Gaubil has clawed it all back in the third and fourth sets, fourth and fifth sets I should say, to draw level at 5-5, and we go into a shoot-off, a tiebreaker, Chef, and the momentum very much with the French archer now.
Yeah, I think, well, it would be a really good moment to shoot a 10 now in the shoot-off.
Save it for the shoot-off, yeah, for the medal. So how does the tiebreaker work then?
So the tiebreaker works in, I think Melanie will shoot an arrow first, and then Gulnaz will shoot an arrow second, and then the arrow closest to center wins. Unless they both shoot a 10, then they shoot another shoot-off, and then, yeah, same thing.
So one arrow sudden death potentially, but
yeah,
if they both score a maximum, they'll both shoot a second arrow. Here we go, a shoot-off for bronze. Melanie Gaubil can put down the marker. She's got to score well, and like Chef says, now would be a great time for her first 10 of the match.
On la prolonge jusqu'au bout.
And still in the 9. It's a good 9. Certainly put pressure on Gulnaz Coskun, who's still adjusting her sight just before drawing her arrow.
Arttır baskıyı. Gelsin geri.
It's another 9, and it looks like it is better. She wobbled on the line, 4-0 and 5-1 up. But the handshake is confirmation that Gulnaz Coskun of Turkey has taken the bronze medal in the women's individual recurve. What a fascinating match, Chef.
Yeah, I'm really baffled by Melanie Gaubil. I don't know how she didn't manage to shoot a single 10, but didn't shoot anything outside of the 8. So she was consistent, but just consistently just not precise enough. Whereas Gulnaz Coskun managed to hit the 10s when she needed to, or at least hit the scores she needed to win.
Did something happen in the fourth and fifth sets? I think that you know, the weather certainly has played a part, but I think also nerves may have just got the better of her because well, there was no consistency in where she was shooting.
I think her first 7 was mostly due to nerves, where she could win the match with a 9, and then the second 7 she shot was more because of the rig.
There we go. Melanie Gaubil fought back bravely. But just wasn't homed in on the centre as much as the eventual bronze medalist, Gulnaz Coskun of Turkey. Fourth at the European Championships for Melanie Gaubil. At her tender age, not a bad result at the European Championships. Looks like the ladies have gone off just in time, because well, the heavens have opened again, and we've still got 3 more matches to come.